this yard makes the whole property look abandoned.
I sold my mower for my granddaughter's insulin.
Then maybe you should not be raising her here.
He can barely move that walker and you still threaten him?
Rules do not change because someone is poor.
No, but decency should start before punishment.
A yard can look abandoned from the street, while someone inside is quietly choosing medicine, food, and family over everything else. Before the story begins, let me know where you are watching from. It always amazes me how far these little stories can travel. By the time Officer Miles arrived, Caleb had cleared most of Arthur's front yard, but Mrs. Harlan still stood by the porch holding the final notice like a weapon. She pointed at the remaining weeds, the bags of grass near the curb, and the old man sitting beside his walker with both swollen hands resting on the handles. She told the officer Arthur had violated property rules for weeks and needed to leave before the house ruined the value of the rental property. Officer Miles looked strict at first. He asked Arthur if he understood the warnings. Arthur nodded and said he did, but his voice was tired from pain. Caleb explained that Arthur had sold his mower to buy Lily's insulin, and that his arthritis had become so bad he could barely grip the walker, much less push a mower. Mrs. Harlan said that did not erase the violation. Then Lily came to the doorway, holding her school backpack and medical cooler. She looked at the officer and asked if they had to leave the house where her mom's flower was supposed to grow. The porch went silent. Caleb turned back to the blue ribbon near the window and carefully pulled away the last weeds. Beneath the dirt was a small packet wrapped in plastic and tied to the stake. Arthur's hands began to shake. He said his daughter, Lily's mother, had hidden it there before her last hospital stay. She had made him promise not to open it until the yard was clean enough for Lily to plant the sunflower seeds inside. Caleb opened the packet carefully. There were sunflower seeds, a folded note, and a picture of Lily as a baby. Arthur read the note with tears in his eyes. It said, "Dad, when Lily misses me, plant these where the morning sun hits the window, so she can see something bright growing at home." Mrs. Harlan looked away. Officer Miles lowered the final notice and told her this was not a tenant refusing responsibility. This was an elderly guardian trying to survive impossible costs with a body that no longer moved the way it used to. He said he would document that the yard was being corrected and that eviction over a cleaned violation would not look good. Caleb finished trimming the yard, cleared the porch, and made a neat flower bed around the blue ribbon. A neighbor brought water. Another offered an old push mower. Someone else promised to drive Arthur and Lily to the clinic once a month. When the yard was done, Lily pressed the sunflower seeds into the soil while Arthur watched from his walker, crying quietly into his hands. Mrs. Harlan did not apologize loudly, but she folded the final notice and left. By sunset, the house no longer looked abandoned. It looked like a grandfather had chosen medicine over grass, love over pride, and a little girl's future over everything his aching hands could no longer hold. Arthur was judged for the yard outside while he was fighting to keep his granddaughter healthy inside. If this story reminded you that people are often carrying struggles we cannot see, leave a comment with the word Lily. Share it with someone who believes kindness should come before punishment. And if you want more emotional stories like this, like and follow for the next one.